All right, we're gonna, let me adjust this here a little bit. We're gonna weigh a live chicken. Maybe. There we go, we're on 0. All right. Live chicken, Freedom Ranger, 9 weeks old. I seen 7 or close to 7 pounds, but we'll see again.
You clucker. So 7.
So we're 6.9. Yeah, weigh a live chicken. Go ahead. All right, 6.9. We'll just say 7 pounds. So 70 to 75% is what we would expect with a carcass weight of 7 pounds. Woman, what's 75% of 7 pounds?
7 pounds would be a little over 5.
Okay, so a little over 5 pounds, which is actually the range we want to shoot for. We want that 5 to 5.5 pound weight on these birds because we only charge $4 a pound for a whole bird. When you get an 8-pound bird, people don't want to pay that much for a chicken. They don't want to pay, you know, usually 20 bucks, 24 bucks is about the range that you want. So that 5 to 5.5 pound range, and a lot of people said, man, that chicken was so big. It was, you know, we had a bunch of leftovers we had to put away. Well, there's nothing wrong with leftovers, but she's gonna grab another one here and weigh it, see where we're at. So a hot carcass weight, like right when you butcher a chicken, the hot carcass weight is going to be 70 to 75%. And as you cool the carcass, you're actually going to lose just a little bit more weight. And I'm not exactly sure why we see that. Hold on, let's get this. Let me hold that bucket so it doesn't feel so. Is that all him?
I just barely have fingertips on him. So
6.5 pounds.
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
So it...
Probably between 6 and 7.
Yeah, so they're all probably about 6 and 7. That was one of the actual smaller ones. So 6.5 pounds, you could figure right about 4.8 to 5 pound hot carcass weight. And like I said, when you cool them, you're going to lose anywhere from about 2 to 3 ounces on those, depending. I don't know why the cooling method will lower your weight a little bit more, but we're just about in the range where we want to get them. And I just ordered my new plucker today. I should have been a bit more proactive. But even if we get up to 6 pound weights at $4 a pound, that still gets us at $24 a bird. And that's still very reasonable. I know there's folks around here that are selling from anywhere from $4.50 and up. But we keep our prices a little low. Feed costs fluctuate continuously. So we're just going to keep our price right there for now. With the next round, depending on what goes on with tariffs and everything else, and, you know, commodities like for feed, for corn, soy, wheat, and all that other good stuff, the prices may go up. And, you know, we use the Kalmbach 20% flock maker, which is a chick starter. We like that feed. It's a clean feed. It's non-medicated, and we get really good results with it. And it's about $16.99 a bag where I get it at. So, when I did the video about the birds, only 16 bags I think is what I've bought so far of feed, and I've got 3 bags left. That's not just these birds, that's the 20 egg layers that I'm raising out there as well that are sharing that feed. So they are definitely much more feed efficient. A little bit longer, like I said, they're 9 weeks. We could actually go ahead and process them this weekend, but I think I'm just going to take them out just another week or so longer. I don't think they're going to get that big. They're good, broad-breasted, waddling, big feet and legs. So just a little longer than the Cornish cross, and we're getting good results here, and we're going to be able to stay in that weight range that we want to stay in. And when we get the Freedom Ranger collar yields with the next run, we'll definitely watch them a little bit more closer, because we ended up with some huge birds out of them because, well, family vacation, time away, and everything like that. We didn't plan it as well as we should have. So we ended up, was it 12 weeks with what we took them out to? Yeah, so they were huge. We ended up, the biggest bird we had was what, 9.8 pounds?
Yeah, that was after.
Yeah, and that was cold carcass weight, 9.8 pounds. So Freedom Rangers, just a standard Freedom Rangers, 9 weeks. We're looking at anywhere from 6.5 to 7 pound live weight. Of course, you're going to have a little difference in there, different sizes here. Some are bigger, some are smaller. So actually at 9 weeks, we could process these birds and have a good product. But like I said, we'll take it out probably another week or two. I was shooting for the 3rd weekend in May, and this is coming up on the 2nd weekend in May. So looks like next weekend we'll be doing some birds. All right, I'll keep you guys up on this, and hit that like button if you made it this far. Leave me a comment. Tell me what's going on your end, what you guys are doing. If you've had any experience with these birds, I ain't got to complain about them. Get and stay prepared, stay free. God bless y'all.